Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Today, we've got a brand new story to share with you. So let's dive in. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated on all our latest content and show your support. So let's begin. My wife lied to me about her relationship with a male friend in college. She is way out of my league and is very beautiful and smart. I always felt lucky to marry her, until recently I ran into her friend Ryan from college, who told me something that made me question our whole relationship. She feels it happened a long time ago, and I am just overthinking the situation. For background, my wife and I went to the same high school and started dating in our senior year. She decided to go to a state school because that's what her parents could afford, and I got into a great school on the East Coast. We decided to continue dating even though we could only meet a few times a year. After my first semester, I realized that LDR was not working for me as I wanted to live a single life like my friends. I still loved her, but I mentioned a few times how I envied my friend's single, carefree life. She played it off like it's normal to feel such things. She told me she also met a guy friend called Ryan, and they have been studying together. I checked Ryan's Facebook and he looked like a model. He was tall and muscular with blue eyes. I immediately felt very jealous about the situation. I told my wife about it, and she told me I had nothing to worry about. For the next semester, she kept telling me about Ryan and their study dates, how sweet he was, etc. She told me she did not want me to feel like she was hiding something. I loved her and tried to make sure I called her every night to check on her, sent her gifts, visited her in school, and ensured all her friends knew she had a boyfriend. One day, she told me Ryan expressed that he was romantically interested in her and that she told him she had a boyfriend. She said Ryan was heartbroken and asked her to let him know if her situation changed in the future. She stayed friends with Ryan but slowly started telling me less about him. She told me she tries to hang out with him in one-on-one situations since she knows he likes her. I was happy, and we stayed together all through college, got engaged right after graduation, and did our masters at the same university. We got married shortly after and now have 2 beautiful kids together. Last month, I traveled to a client meeting in a different city. I was surprised to see that Ryan was working there. I introduced myself and he confirmed that he was Ryan and went to the same school as my wife. He asked me how she was. I told him she was great and she used to tell me about him all the time when she was in university. He looked a bit confused. He said he knew of her because they took a class together but were not friends. He thought I was confusing him with someone else, but I remembered him from the photos. After I was back, I told my wife I met Ryan, and she asked me if he was still as dreamy as he was in school. She had a huge grin on her face. I told her that her best friend from college told me he knew of her but did not remember talking to her in school. My wife was laughing uncontrollably at this point and told me she could not believe I remembered Ryan. She told me that she saw that I was starting to question the whole LDR thing. However, she knew I loved her, so she just started talking about Ryan, who was one of her classmates, to make me feel jealous since he was so good-looking. She told me she could not believe it worked, as I put so much effort into making her happy as if it were a competition. She got a kick out of the whole situation and proudly told the story to her parents last weekend when we visited them. I feel like a sucker for how hard I fell for her trick, and I was competing so hard with imaginary Ryan to make sure she still loved me. Ryan barely even knew of her existence. Her parents thought it was cute that I loved her so much that I was trying hard to make her happy. However, a lie is a lie, and I feel that she just manipulated me into staying with her when I was wavering in the LDR. I am now questioning everything she told me about our relationship and whether it was true. Do you think my wife was justified in doing that? Am I the asshole to think this is a big deal, or is it just a white lie that my wife told me so that I see the value in our relationship? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories like this. See you next time.